Hey there at AC Plus. This is Don Cunningham, and in this video, I want to show you three tips and tricks and things you can do to increase your visibility online and bring more customers to your business through your website. So the two things I wanted to talk about is content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing, the content is everything that's on your home page. However, the important part is the word content because in order to be optimized, Google needs to see at least 1,500 words on your home page. But in addition to that, you want to have, in addition to the number of words in your content, you also want to have keywords that are going to be used in searches that will cause your site to be found. Now I have your site here, and it's a good looking site. Started at the bottom there, but let's go up to the top. I like the dark background with the white words, very eye-catching. So the thing is, as I said, you know to have at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage. Okay, now this is your competitor, All City. They have a lot of content on their homepage as well. They also have the dark background, which is still very eye-catching to me. But they do have uh, 2,058 words of content on their homepage. So that would be something that you might want to increase on your homepage in order to beat them in the content, in the word content field. So the second thing I wanted to talk about is citations. Now, a citation is your name, address, and a phone number that will be found in directories across the internet. Okay, now I have here the results of a Google search. And over here we have the organic listing, and then over here we have our map section, which we also call the map path. Now if I click on here, this brings up their Google profile, and here you see the name. Scroll down, and there's their address and their phone number, and this is the map that we want to find listed in online directories. Okay, here's an example of some of the top directories that your NAB can be listed in, which you recognize, I'm sure: Yahoo, Yelp, Bing, BBB, Yellow Pages, and so forth. But the important thing is there is a couple of hundred other directories other than these. So the more directories your NAP is listed in, the more relevance Google gives your listing. Now I have a site that I use called Bright Local. And on that site, I can see exactly how many directories your competitors listed in, and then also how many directories your business is listed in. And what could be done there is you could actually match what they have, and then get your net listed in even more directories than they have, which again is going to give your net more relevance. Okay, now the third thing I wanted to talk about is the backlinks. Now, backlink is when one site links to another site online. And what that does, the site being linked to, it gives that site authority. So, or say, it's like giving that site a recommendation from a colleague. So the more backlinks you have linking to your site, the more authority you have in a Google ranking. Okay, now this is a tool, an online tool, analytical tool that I use. It gives me a background detail of the Google uses um, to rank websites. So now I have your competitor up here, and okay, it shows here when we talked about keywords before, shows here they're being found for 18 keywords. I click here. Okay, and this shows me all the keywords that they're being found for. So these are searches that are used in searches to cause their site to be found. Of course, their name is going to be, you know, the top one, but these others are keywords that you could also use in your content. Okay, now we can go back to this tool. Also shows the backlinks that are linking back to their site, and you can see here they have 760 backlinks linking back to the site, which is very good. And there again, we can take a look and see what sites are linking back to their site. But the good thing here is we could get these same sites to link back to your site, which would also give you more authority. And now let's take a look at your site in Ahrefs. It shows here you're being found for 15 organic keywords. And then we come down here and look at their keywords. So you're not being found for the same keywords, and they have more keywords. So, you know, what could be done here is you get those same keywords that they're being found for included in your content, which would also give your site more ranking higher. Okay, now we take a look at your backlinks. So these you have 262 backlinks, which is still good, not as many as they have, but as I said before, we could get this same sites linking back to their site to link back to your site, and in addition to that, then we can get even more. Okay, well, that's it in a nutshell. Again, we went over content. You want to have a minimum of 1,500 words of content on your home page, but you also included in that content, you want to have keywords that are going to be used in searches to find you. Then we went over um, citations. You want to have your citations listed in more online directories than your competitor, which will give your site more relevance. And then we also talked about backlinks. You want to get more backlinks pointing to your site than your competitor, which again is going to actually give you more authority, pushing you above them in the rankings. So I hope this information has been informative for you and you like what I show you. Um, so this is all information you can take this information and use it for yourself. Or if you want a quicker, more effective route, you can give me a call. My name is Don Cunningham, and my number is 714-473-0269. And then even if you just have any more questions or more clarifications, you can give me a call, 714-473-0269. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you have a great day.